We're seeing apparel and footwear brands trying to shorten the time between design and sale of the product. So one big reason behind this is increased competition, because it's easier for small, young brands to start and get up and running. You have barriers to entry coming down because small batch manufacturing enables production, social media enables marketing and selling, and you have different options for retailing the product both offline with shorter term leases and online through both own efforts as well as the large e-commerce platforms that connect shoppers and sellers across the globe. So brands have to run faster to stay relevant and exciting. And to do fashion well, you need short lead times and you need flexible supply chains. So brands are trying different things to accelerate design and production. So one of the things I see is bringing their teams physically in one space. Bring your sourcing people, your design people, your marketing people together to increase collaboration. In the text, the parent company of Zara has always structured their offices that way. But now companies such as Fast Retailing, which is a parent company of Uniqlo, are making similar changes in an attempt to become more nimble. Another approach is using more technology, like 3D printing. For example, sportswear companies like Adidas are incorporating 3D printing into some of their products, and LVMH is using 3D printed components to assist with bag construction. Another thing I see is brands bringing their suppliers into the cycle earlier to co-create the product, working more with local suppliers sometimes, even bringing some of the production in-house. In terms of selling, they're doing more on their own websites, their apps, as well as their own stores like the concept stores. And then to spice it up and to create more excitement about the brand, I see a lot more limited release collections to bring in that newness. This has been especially noticeable in luxury, for example. And so these are things that brands are doing to respond to the competitive pressures.
One of the opportunities for apparel goods makers is to leverage technology in order to speed product development, as well as possibly utilize this technology to leverage new manufacturing methods to develop differentiated goods. So they're leveraging 3D simulation software, 3D modeling in particular, in order to capture data in the real world, utilize this information to develop more effective models and products and simulate their performance, which ultimately reduces time to market and allows them to develop a more competitive product that differentiates themselves from competitors in this highly competitive space.
So benefits. Competition is good for consumers, so they are one of the main beneficiaries. Smaller brands, startups, online-only brands, online-only retailers have been adapting to this new environment faster, and they've benefited. But being an early adopter alone isn't a sustainable competitive advantage. Now, for existing incumbent brands, when they're large, it's difficult to get moving and it's complex. But once they do move, they have leverage over suppliers, and so they can negotiate for flexible production schedules and for smaller product runs. They have the resources to spend on technology, on infrastructure, on people, and even the laggard brands are catching up. I think we might see reordering of brands, whereas early adopters start to give ground and share back to brands that have woken up to the new reality.